Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel once again. Today, I have a special guest, and I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, tell a little bit about her story, and how she got started. So, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Sure. My name is Taryn Lewis, and I am the co-owner of Urban Eden. And it's an all-natural body care products. And everything that we make, we just make sure that it's plant-based. We like to use essential oils in our products. And I am co-owners with my husband, Quentin. So we both own the business together. We are we, we are both 28. He's right here next to me. So I'm like, but we are both 28 years old, and we pretty much got our start. I got my start with wanting to even try to make soaps with like when we were in college. We were sophomores, and we started interning at an urban farm. And growing up, I had never had that connection with like plants, and that food actually comes from plants and the farmers market culture. And so I found all of that when I started interning at Urban Sprout Farms. It's a farm here in Atlanta. And then like when we started working at the farmers market, I was like, wait a second, like, hold on, this looks cool. I want to learn how to do like a skill so that I can like sell at farmers markets, and just wanting to be learning the whole practice of like gardening, farming is a skill within itself. So I was like, oh, okay, like I want to learn another skill, something that I can enjoy doing. So I was pretty much like just trying my hand at different things. I tried jewelry making, crocheting, and then I came across soap making. So this was about four to 5 years ago, with the soap making. And the first one that I ever did was like melt and pour. So you pretty much like get a base sent to you, melt it down, add all the ingredients. And I was reading it in a book. I was looking in a book and came across it. And that was my first soap that I made. It was a lavender soap. And because I had been working at the farm, I was really into like just the power of plants, the magic of plants. And so I knew that when I did start the business of making soaps, that they had to be plant-based. Like even like growing up, I didn't know, like, I mean, I used Tone, I used Dove, I used all of those. So there was never even a connection there with the fact that like soap could be made and that the ingredients that can go into it can be healthy ingredients. I mean, soap is something that you use daily. So it just aligned, and it's just been a great journey still ever since.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's an awesome journey. Most people get started because of some health challenge that they had, but yours was more of wanting to connect with the earth, wanting to connect with the plants, and that's wonderful. That's a wonderful journey. So now tell us a little bit about your products. I know that people hear natural soap, but what exactly does that mean? How is it different from like a Dove or, some type of commercial soap?
Okay. So the thing that makes handmade soap different from commercial soap is the fact that that you can use plant-based oils. It's not something that's mass produced. Like we use, when I first started, everything was like very small scale. Now that we're like a little bit bigger business, we do use like tanks and different things like that, but I still make everything from hand. So everything is quality control. You can control the ingredients that are going into it. Not only that, with commercial soaps, when they make them, they put all of these random ingredients in it to compose the soap, even using something like fragrance, which can have like 50 million ingredients that don't have to be listed within the ingredients list. It could just say fragrance. Not only that, but they take the glycerin out of the soap. So when you make soap, in order to make soap, you have to have like animal fat or vegetable oils, plant oils. Combine that with the alkali base, and your byproduct is soap and also glycerin. Glycerin is in the soap though. And glycerin just provides extra moisture to the soap. It's a humectant, so it pulls moisture out of the air. And that's pretty much what handmade soap has in it, because within the mass production of soaps, they have this process where they can remove the glycerin out of it, and then they sell it back to you in body butters and lotions, and just put it in different products, which even with our body butters, like we make body butters, we make body oils, but these are all just like plant-based oils, very simple ingredients that I've researched over the years just to see like different things that go really, really well with the skin. And that's another thing, is that I'm the person that's like over it.
Mm-hmm.
within my business. And so I research all of the ingredients. I look into like healthy ingredients. I use these very ingredients within myself, on myself,
Mm-hmm.
in my family. So, and herbalism is just like something that's like really, really big to me. So that's why I love to be able to like use herbs in a soap. So something like, say for instance, Dove, and I don't want to like just, it's been my thing to like always attack Dove, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like attack any particular name or anything, but it's just with commercial soaps like that, it's just not very thoughtful with the ingredients. It's not conscious. They just use like synthetic. Actually, too, those are not soaps. Those are synthetic detergents. Yes,
Oh.
so Dove, you'll see, even if you go to the website, it says this is not a bar. This is a beauty bar. They call it a beauty bar. They don't call it soap because it's not soap.
Mm.
It's actually a synthetic detergent. They put different surfactants in it to help it suds up and clean
Mm-hmm.
you. But yeah, it's a synthetic detergent and not true soap.
Wow. Wow, that's really good information because people are out here thinking, oh, I shouldn't use something natural because this natural stuff probably has all of these essential oils that are bad for me in them when you're not even really using real soap when you're using Dove. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's really good. So, what kind of products do you offer? You said that you offer natural soaps, you offer body butters. What other things do you guys offer?
All right, let me use my fingers here. Okay, so bar soap is the number one thing. That's how we got started. Then eventually we branched off into doing body wash, liquid soap too, which
Mhm.
is another process in itself. And I've just, even since I've been making it, just always still working on the formula for it. But it's just so cool to be even to make liquid soap and for it to actually like suds up. We make body oils, we do body butters. We just pulled out deodorant this past week, last weekend, and it's been doing well since we brought it out. We do facial serums,
Mhm.
we do clays for masks, we also do toners for the face. So a lot of the things that we do just branch off into like health and beauty and facial care products.
Mhm. Wow, this is awesome. And this is really good for all of those who are on my channel because I mostly have followers who are into natural things. I'm a doula, I'm an herbalist. They want to, learn more about being natural. And this will really help with your hormones and all sorts of stuff because when you use non-natural commercial products, it wreaks havoc on your body. So this is
Yep.
awesome. And I use her soaps. I tell everybody about you. So this is my soap lady, y'all. And I'm talking to her. Oh my gosh. Now, Taryn, tell us, what is your favorite product and why?
Ooh, that's a tough one. People always ask me what's my favorite soap, and I say that that's like asking a mom like who their favorite child is.
Mm-hmm.
I think Uh, okay. Well, I guess if you're talking about from my range of products,
Mm-hmm.
soaps would be my favorite product in general. Just because that's where I got my start. And they all have like so many different personalities. We make, I want to say 14 different varieties of soaps. They all have their own personality. So I like them all for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, I'm looking at my rack of soaps right now. Excuse me. So in particular, tea tree and turmeric has always been one of my most favorite. It's an original. I always call it an original because I started. It was like it's been with the business for a couple of years now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just one of my favorites to use for face. And that's actually one of our most popular soaps too, that a lot of people like to use for their face. We have the citrus hemp soap, which every time my husband is using that and I walk into the bathroom, like the scent of the lemongrass and the orange is just captivating. And I love the Moroccan red clay that we use in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rose water, kefir, and lavender soap is my favorite scented soap. And
Mm-hmm.
we also use rose clay in there. So I use the combination of essential oils in there that just has like a divine floral scent that I love. Tremendous.
Wow. Wow. You will be happy to know that your turmeric soap is my 6-year-old's favorite soap. She's always
What?
like, Mommy, can I use this one? That's her soap and nobody else can touch it. So you have a fan,
Yes.
that is her soap. And I have to
Yes.
order her some more right now because she is
She has
out.
good taste.
She does. That's awesome. And my last question is, Are your soaps safe for babies? I was telling Taryn earlier that I ordered soap for my husband's grandmother as a present for her, and she's been so used to using Dove soap for the longest time, and she was like, I don't know if I can use this soap. I'm old. It says it's for babies. Is it okay? So, answer grandma's question. Is this soap okay for everybody? Can you use it if you're old? Can you use it if you're young? Can you use it on your babies? Is it okay?
Yes, this soap is okay for all skin types. The base that I use pretty much is coconut oil, palm oil, and shea butter. So I always let people know that. So we use a moisturizing base. When it comes to the essential oils, well, typically for babies, I do recommend that the babies use any of our unscented varieties, and we have 3 of those. So your grandmother probably got the chamomile and calendula soap, which we put baby soap on there so that people would like have an idea of a soap that in particular is good for babies. But you can use oatmeal honey soap, which is unscented, the coconut and kale and clay, all the lavenders. So we do on my Instagram, we do Urban Eating After Hours every Tuesday. And that's my time where I try to like educate and raise awareness around like the different things that you could be using for babies, raising awareness around essential oils, because essential oils are concentrated. They provide aromatherapy. But my thing is, like you said, like we were talking about right before this, but a lot of people, even for years, we all grew up on like Johnson and Johnson, and we don't know what they were putting in. Now they got a lawsuit for cancer claims and all that type of stuff. And we were using these things for years, not worrying about like essential oils, which actually come from plants and have aromatherapeutic benefits. They have healing powers. And so a lot of our soaps are good for babies. The only ones that I would probably say might be harsh for babies are like peppermint soap or something. You know, that could be a little tough on a baby. Or a vanilla mint coffee, which is like super exfoliating. You know, babies have super gentle skin, but that's why we make like 14 varieties though. It's like find something that works for you within those 14 varieties, but don't be afraid to try any of them. And like I tell people, if one of them doesn't work for you, then try something else. And they will often find that like there's a soap that we make that's for them that works well.
Yes. Awesome. Her soaps are amazing. I contacted her last year because I was freaking out. My skin was so dry. My face was peeling. It was doing all sorts of stuff. And it's definitely helped me. It's not dry anymore. I don't even really need lotion in the summertime anymore. So it was awesome. I love your soaps. I tell everybody to use them. And please, if you're watching, get some soap from Taryn. Her soaps are amazing. Thank you so much, Taryn, for doing this interview. And I hope that you have a wonderful night.